What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to SmackDown Live. We will continue to push forward in the King of the Ring tournament right here from Denver, Colorado, as we kick off this edition of SmackDown with singles action. It is yet another qualifier for the King of the Ring, and it will be between this man, Luke Harper, and his opponent, the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. And of course, later on in this evening, we will have one more King of the Ring matchup. That'll be your main event for this evening, as we will see Hideo Itami take on Braun Strowman. So we've got a very exciting installment of SmackDown Live action set for you here in Denver, Colorado. I'm here, you're here, and look who's also here. It is Luke Harper. And Harper coming down to the ring with some sort of a... well, I don't know why he's carrying that around. He's not going to be able to use it in the matchup, but Harper seems to have a bit of a change in appearance, as we do know. I mean, really, I never know what to make with this guy. I mean, he recently seems to have split himself from Eric Rowan. Of course, as part of, you want to talk about tournaments, as part of the inaugural SmackDown Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan were defeated in the second round by the team of Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami, and after that matchup, it was Luke Harper who had assaulted Eric Rowan. He seemed to separate himself from Rowan, so they are a team no more. But the whole mystery of this situation, ever since Bray Wyatt has gone AWOL after kidnapping Dean Ambrose, we don't know, is Luke Harper still a member of the Wyatt family? Has he gone solo? I mean, there's so much mystery going on with the Wyatt family. As I said again, Dean Ambrose being kidnapped by Bray. We still haven't seen Bray since that happened. We've seen Ambrose return. And Ambrose, we know, he's developed a more twisted mindset because of that. Whatever took place between him and Bray Wyatt in the time since they disappeared. And then you've got Luke Harper now, who seems to be striking out on his own, but whether he's doing business for the Wyatts or whether he is out for himself, no one seems to know. So, some mystery floating in the air as we get set for this matchup. But here is a man who has been pretty triumphant as of late, recently capturing that Intercontinental Championship back at SummerSlam by defeating Cody Rhodes inside of a steel cage to The Miz. He's no stranger to dealing with tricky opponents. I mean, Cody Rhodes, for the duration of their rivalry, he was using whatever roles he can manage to bend, really using that champion's advantage to full effect. For The Miz tonight, he doesn't have to worry about Cody Rhodes, but he may have to worry about a little bug that appeared a couple of weeks ago that's been kind of nagging at him since then. He might have to worry about Andrade Cien Almas, who we saw 2 weeks ago made his first appearance on SmackDown. He came down to the ring and interrupted The Miz's Intercontinental Championship coronation ceremony. I believe that's what we were calling it. So, oh, look at The Miz. Well, I'll put that thought on hold for now, because The Miz, he knows that Luke Harper is dangerous. He can't afford to think about Andrade Cien Almas right now. He has to put 100% of his focus to Luke Harper, because Luke Harper is very unpredictable out there. As I said, I can never read the guy. I highly doubt that The Miz would have any better luck there. So Miz, he has to keep his focus on Luke Harper, because he is so unpredictable. If you try to slip into a routine and you start letting your mind wander to different things, Harper is going to catch you off guard. As now there's the cover, as Miz got him with that knee lift, neck breaker combination, but Harper able to kick out at a count of one. So you can see now The Miz backing Harper into the corner here. Miz keeping the pressure on Luke Harper, and that's smart. Bring the fight to him early. As now the referee, well, the referee gets taken down, and then The Miz crashes in the corner as Luke Harper was able to dodge that vintage clothesline by The Miz. And now a clothesline by Harper is going to send The Miz to the floor. But of course, as I was trying to say earlier, Andrade Cien Almas made his first appearance 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, and clearly set his sights on The Miz and his Intercontinental Championship. So we don't know what the future holds for Almas, but clearly he is going to be somewhere keeping an eye on this matchup if he thinks that he has a shot at Miz's title at some point in the future. As Luke Harper now has Miz up on his shoulders. Oh, jeez! Well, Luke Harper carried Miz up in a fireman's carry and then just slammed him into the ring post, rib first. That could shatter Miz's ribs. And now Harper with the pump handle suplex, driving him down on the concrete floor below. So, I mean, Miz, like I said, he may have some broken ribs. And Luke Harper just absolutely a devastating blow there. Just slamming him into that LED ring post. As you can see, Miz is still reeling off that. I mean, it's going to be tough to recover from that. I mean, he is the Intercontinental Champion, so he has been through hardship. He's taken a beating and managed to come back for more. Again, I reference the TLC this steel cage matchup. Well, now my brain's getting scrambled, and I haven't even been hit by Luke Harper. Well, Harper's going to send Miz back inside the ring. Referee was up to a count of 8, but Harper finally takes things back inside. Of course, in this King of the Ring tournament, it's all about going out there and making an impact, so you have to imagine Luke Harper might be trying to go for the pinfall victory here, as he is going for it right now, but The Miz with the kick out. But then again, this is Luke Harper, so maybe he would be content with a count out. Maybe he'd be content with a disqualification. I have no idea. I don't know what Harper's thinking. And neither does The Miz, but The Miz knows what he's got to do. Doesn't matter what's on the mind of Luke Harper. Miz has victory on his mind. And now, oh! Powerbomb bouncing him off the ropes. 2, and no! So close, but no cigar for The Miz. But a brilliant move there by The Miz, using the ropes for added leverage. Of course, Harper has a distinct size advantage in this matchup, so Miz using the ropes to try to compensate for that and add some extra impact behind that powerbomb. Was not enough to put Harper away, though. Oh! And now Harper with a headbutt. A headbutt to The Miz. Oh, and a super kick now. Super kick right on the jaw, Miz. That knocked him silly. So he pulls himself to his feet in the corner. And Luke Harper now. Luke Harper's got him up on his shoulders here. Oh, and a lawn dart. A lawn dart by Luke Harper just sent The Miz face first into that middle turnbuckle. And, I mean, Miz, he's still reeling from when he got slammed into the ring post. So not only now Miz, he might have a broken rib, but Harper might be trying to give him a concussion as well. Miz taking quite a beating at the hands of Luke Harper, who now just tied him up in that signature gator roll of his, and now look at Harper. Harper just eyeing up his prey. Miz, he has no idea where he's at right now. It's all he can do just to get to his feet. Harper saying he's going to finish this one off. As The Miz goes up for the ride, but no. Miz able to block it again for the second time. Miz blocks a powerbomb. And now Harper. Oh, Harper's in trouble. Harper, he gets taken down with a skull-crushing finale. And that may do it. Miz has turned the tides, and he is going to walk away with the victory. 2 and 3. No! What? Luke Harper just kicked out of the skull-crushing finale. And I guess Miz, he's going to have to deal a bit more damage. He just needed that move to turn this matchup around. I have to say, Miz was on the verge of defeat. Harper really had him reeling here. Miz, he just needed to hit that skull-crushing finale to turn things around. And even then, Harper is still able to strike back. As now it's back and forth, these two men trading punches, the crowd electric on their feet. A standing ovation for these two men. Oh, it was a dropkick by The Miz. Dropkick by The Miz, but again, Harper, he's not going to stay on the mat for too long. Just how durable is this man, Luke Harper? As now The Miz with a clothesline, sending Harper to the floor. And now, just soaking in the adoration of the crowd as the referee begins to count. Harper took a nasty spill to the floor off that clothesline. And now he is in trouble. As the referee up to a count of 3. Wait a minute! He just jumped the barricade! Andrade Cien Almas just jumped the barricade and the referee doesn't see it! The referee's counting, he's too busy counting out Luke Harper. He didn't see the interference by Almas. And there he is. I had a feeling he might show up tonight. So you see the referee continuing the count, but The Miz has just been laid out by Andrade Cien Almas. And the referee never saw it. Luke Harper never saw it, but Luke Harper, all he sees is Miz is in trouble. And the discus clothesline cleaned him out. Harper gets the win. Luke Harper has just beaten The Miz, and he advances to the King of the Ring tournament. I might have to call that an upset. The Intercontinental Champion knocked out in the qualifying round of the tournament. But I mean, I don't want to call it an upset in the sense that Luke Harper was at a distinct disadvantage in this matchup, because if anything, Harper brought the fight to The Miz from the get-go. I mean, like I said, as soon as he slammed him into that LED ring post, Miz might have broken a few ribs. But you see, even if Miz was able to hang in there, this is what did him in. Almas, while the referee was distracted counting out Luke Harper, Almas choked him out in the ropes, and then Harper cleaned The Miz out with a clothesline. So, The Miz, he is done in the King of the Ring tournament. No glory for him this time around. If anything, it looks like his business with Andrade Cien Almas is unfinished. But for Luke Harper, he is finished with The Miz, and he is ready to move on to the first round of the King of the Ring. And Luke Harper, that's going to be a force to be reckoned with. But who will he fight later? Will it be... Whoa. Well, there's the WWE Champion Kevin Owens backstage, and that's Kyle O'Reilly. Well, we saw the Undisputed Era make their presence known last week on SmackDown. Kevin Owens, is he going to fight Kyle O'Reilly right now? O'Reilly looks ready to go. No, but Kevin Owens is going to turn around. Oh, wait. But look who's behind him. It's Bobby Fish. Kevin Owens has got nowhere to go. He's surrounded. He's going to go into the locker room to perhaps get a moment of reprieve. Oh, no. But there, waiting in the wings, it's Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby. He's here, backstage, and Kevin Owens gets a super kick to the face. Well, what did Owens say last week? It's all fun and games until you get kicked in the face. And for the second week in a row, Adam Cole lays out the WWE Champion. Well, Kevin Owens, it seems like he's got his work cut out for him now. He was getting bored on SmackDown. Well, I think things have gotten a little more exciting around here. Thanks to Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, the Undisputed Era. Wow. So the WWE Champion, he's going to take a nap backstage as we move on to women's action, as right now we have got the final matchup, the final qualifying matchup for that Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way, which was supposed to take place on the next episode of Monday Night Raw, but the matchup has, for now, been delayed due to current contract negotiations with the Riot Squad. Apparently, Stephanie McMahon, Dolph Ziggler, and I hear Lita was contacted as well, so she's in the mix as well. And all three seem to agree that, they don't want the matchup to get ruined, to be tampered with. So they're going to put it on hold until, hopefully, negotiations with the Riot Squad can be concluded. But right now, we have to still determine who is going to join that Fatal 4-Way matchup. We have to continue, I guess this is a bit of perhaps you could call it a PR move on the part of management. But they just want to show that, even though they are going to put the women's title matchup on hold, they are still going to continue conducting, at least in this case, business as usual. As I said, this is the final qualifier. Who will go on to join? Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, and Becky Lynch? Will it be Carmella, or will it be Naomi? And this matchup is interesting because unlike last week's matchup where it was between Becky Lynch and Charlotte, two women who had fought Asuka in the past, this one is a matchup between two women who have not challenged for that women's championship. But it is featuring two women who have been trying to reinvent themselves, trying to improve their standing here. They've gone through a bit of an image change, the two of them. Carmella, formerly allied with Big Cass and Enzo Amore, but now she is struck out on her own. And then there's Naomi, of course, who, she's looking to make Carmella feel the glow tonight. So who's it going to be? It's an ultimate opportunity for these two women, a chance for them to move up into the title picture, something that they've had very little taste with in the past. I know Carmella has never challenged for the women's championship. Naomi, she has been involved in the Divas title picture once. She was involved in a battle royal, but never really has Naomi had an opportunity quite like this either. So it's a big chance for these two women, a chance to move up and really become perhaps a potential mainstay here in the women's division. As Naomi and Carmella, nope. Carmella able to shrug her off, and Carmella looking for the quick victory. She's looking to roll her up. 1, 2, and no. Naomi able to kick out. And of course, you have to wonder, are the Riot Squad somewhere in the building tonight? I mean, we know that the women's title matchup was delayed because they were worried about potential interference from the Riot Squad. See, you always have to wonder whether or not they're just... oh my god, and there it is. How did I know? I'm a magician. But Liv Morgan, that was Liv Morgan out in the crowd. Now she's walked her way up to the stage. Well, this is not good. I mean, this matchup, I mean, it may not be for the women's title, so it may be not as important as, you know, the big prize that they're trying to protect, but even so, this matchup may not go as planned, as now you've got Liv Morgan up at the stage. Right now, she's just standing up there. She seems content to watch on, but, I mean, you have to wonder, is she going to get involved? Is she going to play a factor in this? Or, yeah, I don't know. Well, for right now, Carmella and Naomi, they just have to focus on each other. They just have to focus on their match. They have to put Liv Morgan out of their mind. Because, I mean, if either one of them gets distracted, I'm sure the other is going to capitalize on it, so... it's just gotta keep going, business as usual. That's the name of the game here tonight. As Naomi sends Carmella into the corner, delivers a couple of kicks. Vicious kicks from Naomi. And now Naomi going up to the top rope. And Naomi, oh, she just kicks her away. Carmella now, she's off balance. And here comes Naomi, wheelbarrow stunner. A wheelbarrow stunner off that mule kick from Naomi. And now she's got Carmella on the back foot. Could it be Naomi who goes to the Fatal 4-Way for the women's title? As Naomi, look at the height, the angle on that Northern Light suplex too. And no. Tremendous flexibility from Naomi. Wait a minute. That's the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix. She's laying hands on Liv Morgan. And look out, Liv. Glam Slam. Glam Slam on the stage, Beth Phoenix. Looking to get a little bit of retribution for her bestie, Natalya, as she takes out Liv Morgan. Well, Liv Morgan has been taken care of, and this matchup, well, continues on as usual. As Carmella now takes down Naomi with a Hurricane Rana. Liv Morgan has been incapacitated by Beth Phoenix, and you have to imagine that was a direct statement to the mastermind behind it all, Ruby Riott. As, of course, it was Ruby who last week took out Natalya. She speared her into that television set, and in doing so, cost Natalya an opportunity to compete in this Fatal 4-Way, to compete for the Women's Championship. So Beth Phoenix saying, if you want to take out one of my friends, I'm going to take out one of yours. Well, right now, oh, there's a Bronco Buster by Naomi. A Bronco Buster to Carmella. As, well, like I said, Natalya, she may have missed out on the Fatal 4-Way, but one of these two women will also be forced to miss out. But under no nefarious deeds, as there we go. Naomi plants Carmella face first with a head scissor DDT. 1, 2, 3. And it is Carmella who will miss out, much like Natalya, as she is defeated at the hands of Naomi. And Naomi will join Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Nia Jax for that Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Championship. When will it take place? Well, we've yet to find out. We are still awaiting a new announcement for a replacement date for that matchup, but we do know that it will be taking place in the future at some point, and we know who's going to be involved. We know that the title's going to be on the line. So it could be a golden opportunity for Naomi, a chance for her to really establish herself, to cement herself as a mainstay in this division. I mean, she's been able to beat Carmella tonight, and she's going to get her opportunity. So, I mean, Naomi, if she wants to really move up to the top, really wants to turn her career around, this is the chance to do it. She's never going to get a better opportunity than this. So that'll be coming up in the future, but right now, backstage, the SmackDown General Manager Lita seems to be having a conversation with Shelton Benjamin. And whoa. What an announcement that is. So next week right here on SmackDown Live, it will be Shelton Benjamin versus Andrade Cien Almas. And the winner of that matchup will earn a SmackDown contract. That's going to be huge. But now look at this. This one, well, a little less official, is backstage. There's Dean Ambrose. And that's Alexander Wolf of Sanity. Of course, Dean Ambrose, much like the rest of us, seems to be a little out of the loop on this whole Bray Wyatt situation. He wants to get to the bottom of things. One more thing. Well, what's he got to say? Oh, no! Well, Dean Ambrose, he's not just looking to send a message to Eric Young. He says he knows that Sanity is connected to Bray Wyatt somehow. But he's not just looking to send a verbal message. He's looking to send a physical one as well. Where the hell is Ambrose going? Ambrose, what are you doing? Ambrose, he's climbed up on top of that structure there. Alexander Wolf has no idea where he is. Dean Ambrose! Dean Ambrose! Oh my God! Well, we know that this man is a lunatic. He should be locked up in an asylum, but the problem is, he's the warden of the asylum, the Ambrose Asylum. And Alexander Wolf now, just getting tossed around in the parking lot. Well, Dean Ambrose said, I got a message for your pal, Eric Young. And now just look at Ambrose. Just relentless. He's just assaulting Alexander Wolf. Now takes him over to that car. No. Oh, jeez. And now just slams him into the door of that limousine. Well, Dean Ambrose, we know that he's going to fight Eric Young in the King of the Ring tournament, but apparently he wasn't ready, or he wasn't willing to wait for the King of the Ring to get his hands on a member of Sanity. So Ambrose continues to look for Bray Wyatt, and well, I guess perhaps he will end up fighting Eric Young even before their official matchup. We'll just have to see if we can manage to keep things if we can keep things in control until then. But for right now, we take things back to ringside as we get set for some tag team competition. This is American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. And these two men, they took part in the SmackDown Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. They were eliminated in the first round by the Wyatt family, by Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. I mean, I'm getting all mixed up with everything that's going on right now. So much to process. So I do apologize. But Chad Gable, Jason Jordan, they were unsuccessful in the Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. They're looking to try to get back on track. But another team who's looking to get back on track, another team that was unsuccessful in that very same tournament, it is these two men, Connor and Victor, the Ascension. These two were defeated by the then team of TJ Perkins and Rich Swann. We do know that TJ Perkins eventually went on to win the whole tournament, although it wasn't with Rich Swann, it was with Tyler Breeze. So it is kind of interesting to consider that the Ascension were at least half defeated by the team that would go on to become the champions, that would go on to win the whole tournament. But nevertheless, the Ascension, they, much like American Alpha, are looking to get back on the right track, looking to pick up a W and try to continue forward into a potential tag team title shot. They may not have won the tournament, but that's not going to be their only chance to potentially capture the gold. And when you're looking at a team like the Ascension, former tag team champions, I mean, they had an impressive reign. So they were the team that dethroned the Wyatt family and were eventually defeated by Finn Balor and Hideo Itami, who themselves also went on to have a very impressive title reign. In fact, if you want to talk about the history between Balor, Itami, and the Ascension, it was at WrestleMania as part of the Fatal 4-Way tag. Oh, Chad Gable trying to go after the big man Connor, trying to chop him down. But, I mean, Connor, that massive frame of his, he just will not budge. He will not go down. So definitely a size mismatch. Starting off this matchup as Chad Gable just gets taken down by Connor. But as I said, it was the Ascension who pinned the then tag team champions Balor and Itami at WrestleMania and eliminated them from that Fatal 4-Way tag team elimination matchup. So even though the Ascension didn't win the titles on that night, they did still get their retribution against Balor and Itami, if you will. So, I mean, the Ascension, they, as of late, have been a little, they've been struggling a bit. A couple of losses here and there. They're looking to try to turn things back around and perhaps get another shot at the tag team titles. But again, you always have to consider that they are a force to be reckoned with. Former tag team champions, you cannot deny their accolades. But then, you look at a little more unproven are the American Alpha. I mean, they have picked up some impressive tag team victories since their debut a couple months ago. But, their biggest opportunity thus far, the #1 Contenders Tournament, they came up short, eliminated in the first round, so you have to think that they're coming out here with a bit of a chip on their shoulders as well. As Victor, now the legal man, going to send Chad Gable back into the corner, and now this is just the revolving door. That's what you got to do to be successful as a tag team. Got to divide and conquer, isolate one member of the team, and break them down. And if you want to look at a team that excels in fundamentals, tag team fundamentals, you won't find any better than the Ascension. But wait a minute. Chad Gable was able to block with a reverse elbow as Connor now getting backed up into the corner of American Alpha. Chad Gable could be looking to make the tag, as right now he just took Connor off balance, took him down with the arm drag. And now what's Gable doing? Well, Chad Gable looking to show off more of that amateur wrestling background. As again, another arm drag. He's just tossing Connor around. It doesn't matter if Gable's got the size disadvantage now. I mean, look at this again. He's making Connor look silly out there. Just arm drag after arm drag. Connor drops to a knee. It's Chad Gable now. Chad Gable going to go up to the middle rope. Connor trying to recover himself, but not in time, as he gets floored with a drop kick. And Chad Gable now makes the tag to Jason Jordan. And now for the first time in this matchup, it's Jason Jordan who becomes the legal man as he goes up top. Jason Jordan looking to take a risk as Connor now doesn't know where he is. Look out behind you, Connor, as he gets leveled with an axe handle to the back of the head by Jason Jordan. And now Jason Jordan looking to bring the fight to the big man. No more size disadvantage here as Jason Jordan ducks underneath. Connor now, floored with a drop kick. Jason Jordan drops the big man with a drop kick. And now Jordan, double J. He lifts him up. Look at the power of Jason Jordan. Belly-to-belly suplex, tossing Connor high over his head. Chad Gable watching on, impressed by this performance by Jason Jordan. As Victor now, you can see Victor's getting desperate. He knows his partner's in trouble. He was trying to call out for a tag. Connor, though, he's in no condition to make one. Spear in the corner by Jason Jordan. And now, belly-to-belly suplex for the third time. As Jordan now, the cover on Connor. 1, 2, no. Victor was not going to make it in time to break that one up, but luckily for him, Connor had the wherewithal to kick out. As now Connor whipped into the corner of American Alpha, and the tag made to Chad Gable. Tag made to Chad Gable, and look at this. Double Northern Lights suplex, and Gable sticks for the pin. 1, 2. No, but Connor kicks out again. But American Alpha have certainly turned this matchup around. Connor hanging in there with all he can muster, but I don't know how much more he's got left. Well, he certainly needed a counter like that, and now a clothesline. Connor absolutely needed to turn this matchup around in a big way, and he did just that, as now it's Chad Gable who gets whipped into the corner of the Ascension, and a tag made to Victor. Victor hits the ring. Chad Gable whipped off the ropes, runs right into a double reverse elbow, the wall that is the Ascension. And now Victor. The backbreaker. Backbreaker by Victor. Devastating move. Chad Gable now, again, he's in trouble. As Victor, bounces him off the knee again. Chad Gable is getting torn apart now by Victor, as he's going to go for it again. The trifecta. And into the cover goes Victor. Chad Gable, he's able to kick out. Gable hanging in there for dear life. As, no. Victor tried to take a cheap shot on Jason Jordan, but instead all he caught was the boot of Jordan. And now, Chad Gable now. Chad Gable, the distraction will give him an opening. And now Chad Gable trying to get past him to get to Jason Jordan, but he can't do it. Victor able to block him. Victor, very wise ring presence. That's the experience of the Ascension. He was aware that Jason Jordan was behind him, that he had to block Chad Gable, that he had to prevent that tag. And he did just that. Is now Victor. Just again, right hand after right hand to Chad Gable. Tag made to Connor. Oh, and a boot. Devastating boot by Connor as Victor goes to the outside. Chad Gable now up on the shoulders of Connor. Oh, I should say Victor. No, it is Connor. I'm getting myself all mixed up. But now Connor's all mixed up, and Chad Gable is going to make the tag to Jason Jordan. And there's no confusing who Victor just got hit by as Jason Jordan. Now, the punch to the face of Connor. He's looking to take him up for a ride. No. Connor somehow able to backflip through it. Not too often we see it. That kind of athleticism from Connor. But when the chips are down, you can never count out the ascension. Let's look at this. Back suplex. Jason Jordan dropped on the back of his head. And now Jason Jordan is in trouble. He was trying to come in off a hot tag, but he got cut down, cut off at the pass, and now he's in trouble. The two men are sizing him up, lining him up. Jason Jordan gets leveled by Wasteland, or the Fall of Man. The Fall of Man, we haven't seen that move in quite some time, but the cover. 2, 3, and just like old times, the Ascension lays waste to their opponents with the Fall of Man. Let's see it one more time. Connor and Victor line him up. Jason Jordan, no kicking out of that. That's the move that won them the tag titles in the first place, and now Connor and Victor, they're looking to use that very same move to launch themselves back into the title picture, and they are looking to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'm sure Breeze and Perkins, they'd better be keeping a close eye on this matchup. That is, if they can get along for 5 seconds enough just to watch the thing. But Connor and Victor, they're coming. They're coming for those SmackDown Tag Team titles. Is now backstage. Well, these two men, they are going to face off in the King of the Ring tournament next week. It'll be Roman Reigns versus John Cena. The other matchup, the final matchup in the qualifying round, it will be Chris Jericho versus TJ Perkins. So we know who will be taking part in the final qualifying matchups. That will conclude the qualifying round. Then we can get into the tournament itself. And, of course, this matchup will be a bit of a WrestleMania rematch. It's John Cena. He has fought Roman Reigns before. As he said, they have done this exact same song and dance before, and it was John Cena who picked up the win. Roman Reigns perhaps calling John Cena out on a bit of hypocrisy there. The man whose slogan is never give up is telling Roman Reigns to forfeit. Of course, Reigns isn't going to do that. That's not how he rolls. Well, he says he's going to call John Cena's bluff, but John Cena says, don't be mistaken. I don't bluff. I'm John Cena. And Roman Reigns, I mean, as I said, these two men have fought once before, so there is a bitter hatred. I mean, John Cena is the man responsible for Roman Reigns' the reason why Roman Reigns cannot challenge for the WWE Championship for the rest of this, up until the next WrestleMania. Roman Reigns, he was defeated by Cena at last year's WrestleMania, and as per the stipulation of that matchup, he was barred from competing for the WWE title for the rest of the year. However, if Roman Reigns, there's a bit of a loophole here, because with Roman Reigns, it may not be able to challenge for the WWE Championship, but nothing was ever said about him being unable to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that is the reason why Roman Reigns is still able to compete in the King of the Ring tournament. Because Roman Reigns, let's say hypothetically, he goes on and he wins the whole tournament. Well, as per the rules of the King of the Ring tournament, you are not required to challenge for the world title on your brand. You can challenge for either world championship. And so Roman Reigns, he might not be able to challenge Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship, but if he wants to jump over to Raw and challenge Cesaro for the World Heavyweight Championship, well, he can do just that. So the King of the Ring tournament, one of the very few opportunities Reigns is going to get up until the next WrestleMania to challenge for a championship. So he's going to have to make good use of that opportunity. And speaking of opportunities, here is one of our other King of the Ring matchups. It'll be Hideo Itami taking on Braun Strowman for the opportunity to face Luke Harper in the first round. Who will qualify? Who will go on to fight Harper? Will it be Itami, the former tag team champion, or will it be the failed experiment of the Wyatt family, Braun Strowman? We're going to find out in mere moments, and I have a feeling that this is going to be one of the most hard-hitting matchups of the tournament. I mean, you have the strong striker in Itami, and then you've got Braun Strowman, who's just a behemoth of a man. This is going to be intense. This is going to be a car crash. And it's just, again, the tournament this year, it's so stacked. There's so many people trying to... they're all trying to convene at that world title, and they all meet in the King of the Ring tournament. So you saw Hideo Itami with a running start, went for the dropkick. Strowman just will not budge, though. He will not go off his feet. You can see Itami with the strikes, but Braun Strowman seems barely phased. Oh, and a headbutt. What a headbutt by Strowman. He dropped Itami down to the canvas. I mean, Itami certainly at the... Well, he's certainly not going to be able to compensate for the size of Braun Strowman. Oh, there's now the knee to the midsection and another clubbing blow by Strowman. Well, again, we saw... again, I am calling this one of the most hard-hitting matchups in the tournament, and I say this after seeing the incredible performance that guys like Daniel Bryan and Shinsuke Nakamura put on a few weeks ago. I mean, this tournament, like I said, there are so many incredible athletes competing in this year's tournament. It is insanity. But now, Hideo Itami trying to strike down Braun Strowman again. He's trying to bring the fight to this man, but even no matter how hard Itami's kicks may be, he's still having a bit of trouble taking down the big man, chopping him down to size. But now look at Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami with the flurry of educated feet in the corner. And Hideo Itami finally able to drop the big man, going to use the ropes for a bit of assistance. Launch him into the air. For a guy like Braun Strowman, the size of Braun Strowman, every time you go off your feet and you crash into the canvas like that, the damage is all the more amplified because of it. As Itami again, back with the kicks. Back with the kicks. We already saw it knock him. Oh, God. Strowman just tried to cave his chest in with that chop and now caught him by the throat. And just crushed the wind out of him with that punch to the midsection. We already saw Itami's fellow countryman, Shinsuke Nakamura, eliminated by Daniel Bryan. Itami trying to hang in there as Braun Strowman now off the military press, goes into the cover, gets the 2 count, but he doesn't get the 3. As you can see now, Itami can't even get to his feet. Braun Strowman is not going to let him do that. And like I said, when it comes to Luke Harper, of course, he's the man that the winner of this matchup will go on to face. Both of these men do have history with Luke Harper. For Hideo Itami, he was part of the reason why Luke Harper was eliminated from the SmackDown Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament, as it was Tozawa and Itami that beat Rowan and Harper in the second round. And then when it comes to Braun Strowman, as I said, the failed experiment of the Wyatt family. Braun Strowman, he has, an unpleasant history with the Wyatts. Maybe more so Bray, but Harper and Rowan are certainly a part of that. Whether or not they're still part of the Wyatt family, I don't know. The mystery continues. Oh my God, but Hideo Itami, he doesn't care about Strowman's personal history with the Wyatts. All Itami cares about is moving on to the King of the Ring. He wants to become a WWE champion. But Braun Strowman, he has a massive wall standing in his way, a massive obstacle that Itami's got to try to overcome. And so far, he's struggling a bit. There's a clothesline by Strowman. Ducked a clothesline from Itami, back body drop. Itami now is dazed. Braun Strowman, spine buster. Spine buster by Braun Strowman. Hideo Itami, he's now in trouble as Strowman gonna lift him up onto his shoulders and drop him with the cutter. Powered him up there, powered him right back down. And now Braun Strowman gonna drag him to the center of the ring, likely to go for a cover. No, Strowman not going for the cover. Instead, gonna try to punch Itami's lights out. with a vicious hook, a right hook, right to the temple, and now a chop to the back of the head. Chop to the back of the head by Braun Strowman. Well, normally, I'd say you wouldn't want to get into a striking battle with Hideo Itami, but Braun Strowman, he might be one of the few men in this company who can do that, who can get into a battle with Itami and hold his own. But wait a minute. Itami shrugged it off. He's saying, is that all you got, big man? Because Itami, he's certainly got more left in the tank. A clothesline. Another clothesline. Strowman off his feet. Strowman gets caught. Taken off his feet once again. Hideo Itami is firing up. As Strowman stumbles to his feet, Itami has got the big man dazed. He's got him reeling. Snapmare. Oh! What a kick to the side of the head. Strowman, he might be out. He might be out like a light. Itami manages to lift the dead weight of Strowman to his feet, and Itami off the ropes. Running knee. The knee off the ropes. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and Itami, no. Itami was so close to booking his ticket in the first round of the tournament. But Strowman stays alive. Itami now going to take a big risk. Itami to the top rope. Braun Strowman has no idea where he is. Hideo Itami knows exactly what he is doing, where he is, and what he is aiming to achieve. A vicious drop kick. Caught him right on the button. And now Itami. Itami could be looking to finish Strowman off once and for all. DDT. A DDT takes down the big man. But Itami knows that Strowman is one tough cookie to crack. He's going to go up top again. He doesn't think he's done enough. Itami looking to deal one more devastating blow, but he missed. He missed with the knee. And now Strowman. Strowman with the overhand chop right to the face. Itami's out. Braun Strowman running power slam. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3, and it's lights out for Itami. We cannot deny that Itami took Strowman to the limit. Very physical matchup, very smash mouth that was. But at the end of it all, it is Braun Strowman, the monster among men, who crushes Itami with a massive power slam. And it's Braun Strowman who will advance to face Luke Harper in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. That is going to be a hell of a collision, but we are out of time. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.